Okay, so this is our hike up Nipple Mountain above Pagosa Springs in the San Juan Wilderness. We did this on Becca's birthday on our big trip of 2018. And it was a pretty good hike. We knew it was our last day there in Pagosa Springs, so we wanted to do a big hike, and we got what we wanted. This was what it said was the hardest one in the little visitor guide, and it was very, very steep. In order to get just to the trailhead, you had to drive an hour out along fire roads just to get there, and so we were kind of relieved to see some other cars at the trailhead. We were really out there. It was pretty dry at the bottom. They just didn't get as much snow as they normally do, but as we gained elevation and got closer to the top, there were more and more wildflowers. And the trees were getting thicker, and since it's a wilderness area, it doesn't get as much traffic, so the trail became more and more cluttered, which we kind of liked. It was cool to know we were out there, away from everything. Both the boys were in really good mood pretty much the whole time. They got a little tough at the top, but all through this section that you're seeing, all the stuff that went through, they were having a great time. And up at the front of the trail, I was just trying to get shots here showing how thick the trail was. I don't know if it probably doesn't come through at all on the camera. It never does, but there were tons and tons of wildflowers. Since it was so steep, it was a quick payoff though, because we had great views pretty much the entire time, because he gained elevation so quickly. And this was like, day 4 or something of the boys in their chacos, so they wore chacos the whole way up. There really wasn't any problems or anything.
I mean, I don't know, but it seems like that crest is maybe I think I see a switchback up there. Hear that tree, isn't it mound to the left of that?
Around here is when it started to really get challenging. We had this last group of these beautiful white wildflowers. They were just everywhere. It's a big blanket of white wildflowers. And you can see these are all the higher elevations where all the lodgepole pine are, and the beetles have taken them out. And this is where we went across the first of a few ridges, which was kind of scary just because you have a huge mountain on both sides of the area you're walking through. You can see here Olive walking through one of the saddles, one of the ridges. But you also get really, really nice views in every direction. So,
This is gonna be fine.
of course, it never comes through on the camera, but you got to walk along this saddle right here, which is plenty wide. But if any goofy business happened, you can see how there's just a total drop off the mountain on both sides. No problems, obviously, just went across. Also, since we were getting up to the saddles, this is where things got really windy. And so the wind kind of began right here. The plants started to go away. And this is where we started to really gain some elevation, was all through in here. On our way up to the summit, at least for us. We didn't make it 100% to the summit, but we got further than we thought we were going to go, so we're happy with where it was.
Cannot believe how high we've made it. But these clouds are kind of worrying me. So we need to get off the mountain. We are really high. The summit, or the saddle, is actually right there. We can totally see it. It's not even far.
body's tingly and can't feel my legs. It is like so steep. This whole thing has been so steep. We can see snow. And there's snow on the trail, it's just that it's like up this face that's right next to us, so it is not.
Alright guys, let's start heading down.
You did a good job today. Way to go, Madrid.
On the way back down, I was able to get some better pictures, I felt, of some of the wildflowers. And the dogs were totally exhausted by this point, so we were happy to get back down where there was some water. And Becca, of course, looks wonderful after a long hike, and then we went down to Riff Raff Brewing, had a birthday dinner, and pretty awesome way to end our time in Pagosa.